Hey guys, this is Julian from the Binary Lab in my bedroom overlooking a very windy Wednesday right here. I don't think you can really see the background. It's really nice and windy today actually. So I'm getting a good breeze even behind this mosquito shield. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the topic for today, and that is basically for me to give you a game plan on how to trade this week. So for the detailed game plan, I have just given the members of Binary Lab Elite a solid webinar on the exact strategies that you should be using to really pull in lots of profit this week. But in the meantime, I mean, that is the fine details. So the fine details have already been taught in my most recent Binary Lab Elite webinar, and that happened about like half a day ago. Okay, so if any of you watching this video are in my Binary Lab Elite program, I highly recommend that you go into the forum and watch that replay from last night or yesterday morning, depending on your time zone. But for those of you out here on my channel, I'm going to be sharing with you like some general ideas that you should be, considering and applying in this week's trading. So the main thing that you want to focus on this week, or rather the main focuses of the market, the main driving force for the market this week is going to be the Brexit. Okay, um, and there's and the second most significant event was the event yesterday, which is the Donald Trump blasting China. So these are the two events that are the most pivotal for this week. So what do these events mean for you? Okay, I'm gonna basically just educate you a little bit about these events and what happened, what they mean, and then I'm gonna talk about the trading approach. So I hope you guys just stay focused for a few minutes. It's gonna be a short video, I promise. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna talk about the uh, the Brexit. Okay, so generally a lot of people think it's bad for the pound, and therefore they're selling pound, buying USD. USD has been strengthening like crazy over the past week against many different currencies. So you can see over the past 1 week, Aussie USD tanked like crazy, uh, New Zealand USD tanked like crazy, Euro USD tanked like crazy, Pound USD tanked the most, also because of Brexit. Okay, um, and it's only just finding the stability right now. Okay, and what is one of the reasons that caused the stability that just happened? Okay, for example, USD JPY has been up like crazy as well. Um, so what has helped USD JPY, Euro USD, GBP USD find equilibrium? Okay, one of the main factors on this, they have put a cap on this falling, they call it falling knife or whatever. Okay, in terms of chart patterns, what put a stop to that was basically Trump blasting China over the trade agreements, and um, obviously there are repercussions from that. So therefore, like people have stopped buying USD and instead going to a selling USD position. So right now, where the market is in, okay, yeah, yes, if you look in the market, like Monday, Tuesday, or even today, you see that a lot of the pairs are still in consolidation. If the pairs are in consolidation, you can use reversal trading, you can use channel trading, basically, bouncing off tops and bottoms. This is very good and easy to do. So for all those of you who love to do short-term trading, this is a great time. However, you need to check that the volatility is not too high. Why is volatility too high being a problem? Because if the volatility is too high, um, this is going to affect your trades hitting or rather reversing too fast or breaking out too fast and pulling back. So you need to be fearful of the pullbacks. And ultimately, what I can recommend for you if you're doing short-term trading, like I said, because as long as it's range bound, and I think uh, the markets will be range bound until not longer than today. Okay, so not longer than today's New York session, it's going to be still possible to do all these short-term like 1 to 5 minute trades on range bound approach. Okay, um, so you can do your reversals, your mini breaks, your divergence trades, and all that. But what you need to tune is your expiry time. Do not set it to be too long. And how the way to find out the proper expiry time is you need to look at your trades. Okay, take a few trades with smaller amount sizes or even on demo, and to find out, you can observe like how much of the movement are you capturing, or did the movement happen and then pull back? If the movement happened and pull back, maybe instead of 3 minutes you want to go for two, or if you already did 2 minutes you want to go for one, kind of thing. Okay, or if it's not doable at all, it is just going one way and back. Okay, watch out for Untradable volatility. In my most recent webinar, Binary Lab Elite, I had live demonstration of these trading, and members had a chance to see trades that worked out well where price is moving stably, and at the same time also when the volatility is at the useless level. Useless volatility is when it goes one way and comes back the right moment next. So we want stable price movement. I in my previous videos I have talked about, hey there guys, Trong and Major Gaming. All right, good to see you guys. Uh, so I mentioned in my previous videos that whenever you're doing like range bound trading or reversals, you look at the range of the channel. On the M1, usually I say if it's 7 minutes, it's okay. But you need to check if it's moving across from one end to the other of the channel in too few candles, let's say like 5 candles, um, not very good. So ideally, it should move from one end of the channel to the other end of the channel at least 7 pips in about 7 candles. Like 6 or 7 is okay. But, okay, what you do not want is alternating color candles. So look out for that. Alright, try to visualize this because I'm not on my computer right now, but try to visualize this. Everything I tell you in this video is very, very valuable. Okay, so if you're getting like, it's going up and then coming down halfway, going up, coming down halfway, that's not really good. What we want is about 3 solid candles of the same color, like a few greens, a few reds, a few greens, a few reds, or majority green, majority red. If you have like red, green, that's asking for trouble. Okay, so failing which, what do you do? If you are unable to get the kind of price action that facilitates the trading, so let's say if the 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 market is range bound, the range is good, okay, the overall trend is not too sloping up, it's not too sloping down, it's going fairly sideways, great. But if you're taking the trades and you find that you're not winning because you cannot get expiry time right, like sometimes it's moving too slow, sometimes it's moving too fast, then what you may want to do is go up the time frames. Okay, um, now finally I'm going to tell you what to do after New York session today. After New York session today, we're likely going to see strong trending action. Strong trending action is not going to be anything different from what we've seen for the last 1 week because, like I said, it's like falling knife pattern on many of the pairs like Euro USD, Aussie USD, New Zealand USD, GBP USD, and on USD JPY on the other hand, it's been just rising and rising, right? So because USD has been very strong, but now, I mean like Donald Trump running his mouth again, so that's gonna cause a stop to that, and basically the buyers have been waiting. Okay, the buyers of other currency pairs to so-called divert their risk away from the USD have been waiting to get in. So now there is huge, like there's huge demand in the market. Okay, so and thank you Ray for the compliment. So I hope this advice is helping you guys out, and if this advice is valuable to you, please click the like button. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what's going to happen from today's New York session, but possibly as early as the Europe session. So the Euro session today or the London session today, actually, it was expected yesterday because like for me, I use FX Primus and FXTM. And FX Primus, they sent out a mail. They actually said like to watch out for the GBP gaining strength, the Euro gaining strength, and so on and so forth. Didn't really happen, but it was enough to form a consolidation, or rather, like for those of you who do Elliott wave, it's like an ABC pattern. So ABC, ABC, ABC a couple of times. Now, what we're gonna look at, okay, and by the way, for those of you who have been thinking of my my forex group as well, this week I'll be teaching Elliott wave like part 2. Okay, but let's get back to binary. So we're expecting a lot of trending action once the price breaks through all this consolidation. So once it breaks through the consolidation, we're going to see a lot of trending movements. Don't even bother doing reversals. Okay, if you want, do reversals in the direction of the trend. So for example, if it's going up, an uptrend, okay, if it goes up, there's going to be a pullback. Enter on the pullbacks. Okay, you can use trend line, you can use channel, you can use EMA. All right, and then these are the ways that you can do that. I highly recommend, if you do not have a stable trending strategy, you want to use something like the Martingale Mastered system that I have. Okay, so I'm going to put a link in the video description to Martingale Mastered. That's going to be a very, very effective system for the next 1 week, especially once the market starts trending. So obviously, keeping in mind the principles that are taught inside Martingale Master, I will teach you guys what kind of range to avoid and what kind of situations should you trade and not trade. Okay, so look into that. It's good for those of you who already have Martingale mastered. This will be the best strategy for binary if you want to do short term. But if you do not like to martingale, okay, uh, the way to do it is that you want to be looking at 15-minute candles, 30-minute candles. I know it's boring as hell, but what to do? I mean, that's the best way, okay? So generally looking at like 5 to 7 bar expiries or 15 minutes or 30 minutes or H1, okay? Um, look out for an agreement if you have like MTF, multi-time frame indicators of trend, okay. There are many different MTF indicators out there for MT4. You can get them, and I'm not sure if maybe even IQ option they have it now. I think they could have something like that, multi-trend, so it can tell you like what is the lower time frame and the upper time frame. So if you get an agreement or 3 time frames, basically you just go for like a 5 to 7 bar trade, and you should start the trade when it's in the opposite color. Okay, what's the opposite color? So if basically 3 time frames tell you it's a buy, okay, then you look for a red bar to do that buy, enter on a pullback. Okay, if 3 time frames tell you that it's a sell, then look at the, what do you call it, look out for a green bar, which is a pullback from the downtrend to enter the trade. So this is the general game plan. Really short and sharp video. In the beginning, if you came onto this video late, start over from the beginning, because I explained why the market is behaving the way it is right now, what are the key factors driving the market right now, and oh yes, there's I think there's like ECB or FOMC speech like tomorrow as well, I think so. So ECB, yeah, ECB tomorrow. So these are the several things to look out for. That's going to give it extra propulsion as well. So today, the market will be trying to initiate the trend. Maybe we get a wave 1 in terms of Elliott wave today. Wave 2 will come tomorrow. Wave 3 will ride into next week. That's what I'm looking at. Um, well, thanks for the compliments. I appreciate it. Okay, and share this video, save it, like it, subscribe if you haven't already done so. I hope this helps you out. Once again, this is the trading recommendations and the game plan for you to do well in your binary options trading this week. By the way, for those of you who also want to catch big pips in Forex, if you find that, heck, if I have to watch 15-minute or 30-minute chart or hour chart, why don't I just do Forex? Well, that's a very good idea. You can do both binary and Forex at the same time. Like, I'm gonna give you a link to my Facebook page where you can message the admin and ask about getting into the Forex Learning Group. My next webinar for Forex is going to be tomorrow. Unlike the Binary Lab Elite, okay, the Forex Learning Group is currently on the same free promotion. Basically, open an account, you can get access to the group. Obviously, there's a certain minimum deposit, but it's not a high amount. Okay, for Binary Lab Elite, depending on which country you come from, we also have promotions based on what broker you're able to join with. So speak to my admin, because based on certain countries, you may actually be able to enter for free with certain brokers and deposit amounts. All right, that's all for now. Goodbye. Good trading.